It's time to answer more of your e-bike questions. This one comes in from George. He has a 2016 Rad Rover, one of the fat tire bikes, and he says he has cracked the rear rim, wants to know how to go about fixing that. And unfortunately, this one's a little bit tricky not to get parts for. That's the easy part. But if the rim is cracked, you gotta relace the rim. His question specifically was, is it worth replacing just the rim, or should he look at the whole rear wheel assembly? Should he maybe take this as an opportunity to upgrade to a real 750 or 1,000 watt motor? And realistically, there is a fair amount of labor involved with relacing a rim. So if you have some bike skills and you're comfortable relacing the rim, I would say go to Amazon, eBay, a bike supplier, local bike shop. That is a pretty standard 26-inch by 80 millimeter wide rim. So very easy to buy that rim, but there's a fair amount of labor involved to swap it out. So if you were going to pay a bike shop to relace that for the amount of money you're going to spend, that probably would be a worthwhile endeavor to shop around and maybe just find the complete rear wheel with an upgraded motor and do that while you're at it. But yes, you could just buy the rim and swap it out. So I think he's going to go for the motor upgrade route instead. Here's a good question as it relates to pedal assist on e-bikes. Somebody's got one of the Snap Cycle Storms. That's a full suspension, step-through, fat tire, folding bike. I know that's a lot, but it's a very cool little bike, lots of power, but sometimes power comes at a price. That one has a cadence sensor, not a torque sensor, and some people find the initial lurch of power to be a little bit too strong. So I reached out to Snap Cycle to see if they had any tuning parameters we could adjust. And their answer for this was that they don't have a specific like soft start setting or anything on that controller that can be enabled, but there is a small workaround. So the bike comes with 5 pedal assist settings, which is pretty normal. But what you can do is change that to 9 assist settings. So by dividing the power up into 9 assist levels, that means 1, 2, and 3 are going to be far less power than what the original number 1 and number 2 power settings were. So that should ease the power on a little bit nicer, make the bike a little bit more controllable. So if you ever have a bike with a cadence sensor that's just a little too lurchy or a little too strong off the line, see if you can change the number of pedal assist settings, and that might help alleviate that problem.